Today we're going to break down the film on WVIA's pizza documentary, episode 5. This one features New Columbus Pizza Co., also known as Caramelli's Pizza in Nesquehoning, Pennsylvania. The pizzeria in Nesquehoning features this old school, sort of old forge style pizza, while New Columbus Pizza Company, owned by the same guy, Tony Caramelli, creates these really artisanal, gourmet wood-fired pizzas. I've actually reviewed Tony's wood-fired pizza on multiple occasions, and they were some of the highest rated pizzas I've ever scored. This is a very heartwarming episode, but also features some great pizzas. We'll talk about it in a second, but first, let's go to my evil twin Jim out in the field, who's there with Tony at the Tomato Festival in Pittston right now. I'm here with the great Tony Caramelli. We just watched his documentary episode. Tony, what do you think about it?
Oh, it was great. It was phenomenal. Kelly, WVIA, they did a great job. Really kind of told the story. I get teary-eyed about halfway through when they talk about my dad because he meant so much to everybody. But I can't thank him enough. They did a great job.
It was amazing. I see you rolling with the We Love Zeppy shirts too here today.
We're going.
Here we go, guys.
Yep. He'd be happy. He'd be proud. He'd want to be here.
He definitely would. It was a beautiful episode.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Back to you, Jim.
See you guys.
You can tell it's such a special bond that Tony and his father shared. And you can see that he is emotional about it, but really a great job captured here by the filmmaker who tells such a fantastic and compelling story. All right, now on to what I learned and what I found interesting. First of all, I pronounced the last name Caramelli, but I noticed here some of the customers say Shermel.
Yes, anybody in the coal region about Shermel's pizza. They'll know what it is. So the Shermel family.
Interesting. I got to talk to Tony about that.
This is the real underground.
I see they're using a sheeter to get the dough ready to go into the pan. Makes it uniform.
My grandmother would make pizza for my uncles to eat for lunch, and instead of eating them, they would take them to the local bars and sell it. Then she started making more, and they sold it and kept making more.
They started by selling the pizza in local bars.
I still come home.
Check out that edge crust on there. A little bit of a crown. It's like Old Forge pizza on steroids. Check this out.
Do it the same way my grandmother did. We sauce and cheese them. They go in the refrigerator overnight. They come out in the morning. They get baked.
Did you hear that? They sauce and cheese the raw dough, and then they go in the refrigerator overnight, and then they get baked in the morning. Interesting. I have never used that process before. Sounds like I need to try. How about this? Now, known for their Old Forge pizza, but that's very clearly a Detroit-style pizza getting ready to go into the oven. Tony shares that he never had an interest in making pizza until he met his wife, who is from Old Forge, the pizza capital of the world, and also when he found Tony Gemignani. You may notice that on my set here, I keep Tony Gemignani's pizza Bible, and I have to say that his pizza Bible and meeting him and following him have changed the game for me too. I'm always on the lookout for ingredients so I can pick up secrets. Saporito, made by Stanislaus. If you follow me, you know those are some of my favorite tomatoes in all the land. Super interesting point Tony raises here is about making all of his pizzas digestible. And if you use a longer fermentation process, meaning not just overnight dough or same day dough, the pizza becomes more digestible and you don't feel as full. So the yeast kind of gets a chance to do its thing, break things down, and the pizza is easier to eat, easier to digest, and we'll leave it at that. Here we are, another ingredient citing. These are Valgri Pilati tomatoes. Ridiculous flavor. Unbelievable flavor on that. The thing about using amazing tomatoes like these ones is that you don't really need anything else. Tony says, people ask him what's in his sauce. He says salt. And I believe him because that's literally all you need when you have great tomatoes. Most of the stuff you see in the grocery store, they're going to need more than salt. This is just such a special episode. They talk about memories and catering weddings and funerals and football games and just so deeply rooted in history and family, and just an incredible job by Tony and his team. You really feel this episode, but you also see the delicious pizzas and the diverse pizzas he's making there. So every pizza is an experience. And as I always say, it's a moment of time. And pizza is a memory, it's special, and it brings us together. And this episode really is special. And you can tell by just listening to the customers, it brings people together. So kudos to the team here, and another great episode by WVIA. And I look forward to next week's episode. So tune in.